All right, I have clicked the go live button. Let me make sure that I'm actually going live. Hello, this is Cassandra, aka the Daily Wealth Ninja, and I'm here because I have something that I've shared a few times so far. And if you haven't heard about it yet, there is a way to create your dream life without selling. Now, I was sold the whole 40-40-40 plan. Can I hear myself? Hold on. Yep, cool. You can hear me. So I was sold the whole 40-40-40 plan. You go to school so you can get good grades, go to college, get a degree and get a good job and yada yada. Well, that was the old paradigm, the old way of making money. And if you've ever listened to Robert Kiyosaki or read his books, you know that there are four quadrants. There's the employee, the business owner, or excuse me, the employee, self-employed, and then in the other side, there's the business owner and the investor. And most people are in the entrepreneur side. They think they want to be in the business owner side when they get into business, but they usually are still on the self-employed side because they don't have a system. So on the right side of the quadrant, you've got your systems, and which is a business owner, which has a system so that the business runs itself, and investors who invest their money to have the systems work for them, or they have their money work for them. So most people probably understand this concept, but don't have an opportunity to really interact with that side. And so you've probably been approached by several different people throughout the years for network marketing opportunities, which are called direct sales. Also, basically, you cut out the middleman is what that means. So companies no longer spend money on marketing; they give it to you as a commission for you making the sale. That's what that is. And so you've probably been approached by that. But most people have never actually been approached with the opportunity to make their money work for them so that they don't have to be salespeople, so they don't have to, try and get this person to see this thing and buy this stuff. Most people are not salespeople, and it's a skill set that you have to build up so that you can actually be of value to somebody. Because most people, they're amateur marketers. They don't understand that concept, and it takes a while to learn. But there's one thing that I've come across in my time with business and with trying to create my own lifestyle, or my dream lifestyle rather, and it's simply this one thing. It's something called Forex. Now, if you've never heard about Forex before, I have a short training on this that I can send to you, but basically it's the exchange of different foreign currencies. And let's say that you cross from one country into another, and then you decide to come right back without spending any money. Well, if the country that you originated from, if their currency fell in that time, you actually came back with more money than you left with. That's what foreign exchange basically is, but it's instead of it being physical like that, which most people had to do prior to 20 some odd years ago, you know, now you have it where you can do it online. And most people don't understand that this is a viable way for you to create additional income, for you to create your dream lifestyle. And they don't understand it because up until about 20 years ago, this was only available to banks and huge investors. But in this day and age, there is at least one company that I know of that I decided to partner with that gives you the opportunity to actually not only learn about Forex, but how to be a professional in that type of space, as well as to build a business if you wanted to. Me personally, I got involved because of the tools and the training and the educators that are involved with it. So I'm going to share with you one way to show you kind of exactly how this works. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Actually, I'm going to do this right there and then share screen. Okay, so this is a tool called TradingView. It is free up into certain parts, and then you get more bells and whistles. But basically, it's free. They show you about stocks, they show you about forex, they show you about crypto, I believe. And this is what a chart looks like. It's actually not what it looks like. Let me actually. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Please, let's hide. Okay. So this is what a regular chart looks like. It's got what's called candles. Again, I go in that in my 5-day basic boot camp. If you want more information, let me know down below. But what you see here, this is amazing because what this part right here, this purple, actually, let me zoom in. Ooh, no. let me zoom in so you can see a little better, because I know that sometimes it's kind of hard to see when it's really, really tiny on the screen. And I always forget to bring this up first, so my apologies. All right, so this is the trading pair for the GBP-JPY, also known as the Great British Pound or Japanese Yen. There we go, right here. Of course it was. Here we go. All right. So the GBP-JPY, that's what's called a currency pair. And it is for the Great British Pound, Japanese Yen. So that's the currency pair. Well, right here, this pattern that you see in purple, this is what's called a harmonic pattern. In the professional industry of Forex trading and also stocks, this is basically a whole bunch of what's called Fibonacci put into these charts. All it is patterns, y'all. You don't have to know math. You don't have to be able to, you know, do any of that business. All you need to know is how to follow instructions. If you can follow instructions and if you can find patterns by following those instructions, you'll do great with this. So this is what's called a harmonic pattern. And Fibonacci, if you weren't aware, is literally in everything around you. Like the bones that are within your body, the numbers are all Fibonacci. The facial structure, so they've done a study that people who are considered the most beautiful people in the world have a facial structure that is Fibonacci-like. It's literally everywhere, okay? And so this pattern is a bunch of Fibonacci-ness crammed into one, all right? And so what this tells you, this particular pattern, I think is a butterfly. I think this is a butterfly. And this pattern, when it forms using this tool that I have, oops, right? This tool, this is a scanner that basically looks at all the online brokers, or maybe not all of them, but several of them, and using its own algorithm and tech stuff, it draws these things on the charts. And you can use these to start using knowledge that professional traders teach you, whether it's on YouTube or using the system that I use. And you take this and you're able to not necessarily predict where things are going to be, but you have an educated guess, I guess, and how things work. So what you're seeing here, let me go ahead and move. Oh, let me go ahead and move these price things. Hide. Hide. Oh, hide. Okay. All right. So this sign, when this pops up, is an indication that the price is going to go down. And you can see that that's what happened, right? So if we take this arrow here, let me magnetize that. We see that it went from here and it went down, okay? So this pattern, when it showed, confirmed that the price was going to go down. Now here is where people are able to create their dream lifestyles. So in Forex trading, it's a very simple thing to understand here. So with Forex, there's something called pips. They are the differences between the different currencies, okay? And so depending on the currency pair, each pip might be, worth $10 or $1 or something. So there's ways to calculate that. You don't have to worry about the mathematics. It's all done for you by lots of different things. And what happens is when you invest in the market with Forex or whatever, and the pair that you did a buy or sell on goes in the direction you expect it to, let's say that it goes 5 pips, okay? If it goes 5 pips and the currency pair was worth $10 per pip, based off of several different factors, if you went up 5 pips and it was $10 per pip, you earned $50. Pretty cool, right? Well, what if that same trade kept going up and up and up and up? If you got 100 pips out of that and it was worth $10, you earned $1,000. That's pretty crazy, right? Let me show you something. So going back to that same pattern, all right, whoops, going back to that same pattern, and let me bring out those, actually I'll just redraw it, that's fine. So if you look at this, let me zoom in. So we see that the pattern made this inside of the Forex market. And because this pattern was drawn on the chart, it's an indication that the price is going to go down. Let's say that we saw this using our handy dandy harmonic scanner. Let's say that we saw this about, I think I was here when I saw it. So let me go ahead and make that a little bit clearer and a little bit thicker. So here was when we saw that pattern. So indications show us that it's going to go down. Maybe we did some more chart write-ups and things like that. But let's say that we got in at that point. Okay, there it is. So if we got in at that point and we sold because we knew it was going to go short because of that pattern, or we believed it would be based off of all of the stuff that previous people have found from these patterns. Let's say that we got in right here and we expected it to go 10 pips. So that would be 100 profit ticks. And let's say that we did a stop loss, which is where we minimize our risk at, let's say, 5 pips. So that'd be 50 ticks. Okay. So if we did that, we probably would have got stopped out there actually. But whatever your trading strategy is, if you followed that and you just kept going down and down and down and didn't actually get stopped out, here's what would have happened. Let's say we started here and we got out here. Okay, what does that mean? So this box right here that I just drew on this Forex chart, let me make sure you can see this and I'm not just talking to the wall. Oh, I guess I can't. Hold on. There we go. Okay, you can see it. So what this means, this is what's called a time price, I don't know. It tells you how long it took to do this and how many pips it got there. It took to get there. So it was 3 bars, and this is a 4-hour chart. So it took 12 hours to go 142.5 pips. If that was worth $10 per pip, then you would have earned $1,425 in 12 hours. $1,425 in less than a day. For most people, that is more than a week's worth of average of their wages. That is life-changing. And there are people who have never heard of the Forex. They've never heard of trading currencies. They've never knew that this was a possibility. And it's insane. And in fact, I've met so many people through this that their lives have changed. I met somebody who was homeless who is now traveling the world. You know, it is insane what is possible here. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit about how this works. And if you want more information, please do let me know. Leave a message down below. I have a 5-day basics boot camp where I cover some of the very basics of Forex. It's completely free to you. Just let me know if you'd like more information. I will not have time to go into all of that today. But here's what happens. This harmonic scanner, which is one of the tools that I'm using to not only build on my knowledge, but also leverage my time because, you know, I've got a full-time job, I've got a dog, I've got a business, you know, I'm learning Forex. So utilizing tools like this harmonic scanner really allow me to be able to quickly and easily identify opportunities to get into a trade. So they have several different platforms here. You know, you can choose whichever. In one of the most recent trainings that I learned, I found out that when you have a harmonic pattern in the higher time frames, there's almost always another harmonic pattern that you can do at a lower time frame. So since this is my first one of the evening, I'm actually going to go into one of the higher time frames and I'm going to see if I can find one that hasn't quite yet gone hit any of their take profits. And again, before I continue, anything that I share here is completely educational. I am not a licensed financial person. Please speak with a licensed financial person before making any investments. Investments always incur some type of risk. Be sure that you are using it in such a manner that it is not going to be of detriment to you and whatever you have going on. So let's say that I wanted to check out this EuroCAD, which has a crab going on. So this is on the, excuse me, I'm getting over being sick, 1 hour chart. It has already hit take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3, and it's gone down. So without doing more, oh look, it's even more. Let's reset this chart. So it's already gone well on its way. So at this point, this would not be one to take, but let me just go ahead and show you what happened. So this pattern showed up on the 1 hour chart, and we see that at 10 a.m. on the 3rd of UTC plus 3 time, that's when it was painted, and it just went down, 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 down. Now let's say that you got out even just maybe here. Maybe you didn't think it would go any further, you know? So if you did that, date and price range. So let's say that you saw this pattern here and you got in at that point. Let's say that you brought it all the way over here. Really? There we go. And like I said, you came all the way over here and then you just took yourself out because you didn't think it would go any further. Well, in 9 hours, you earned 805 pips. So the EuroCAD, let's go ahead and look at that. EuroCAD pip value. So the EuroCAD pip value is currently $7.78. Or no, the USD value is 778, pip value is 676. There we go, value calculator. Sorry. So on here, you don't have to sign up for anything. You choose the particular one that's on here, so the EuroCAD. My account currency is the US dollar. We see the conversion rate is $1.2881. Let's say that you were trading on the mini size, which is 10,000. Then your pip value was 0.77634. If you were going on a standard lot, it'd be worth $7.76. Excuse me. So let's say you're on the standard lot, and it was $7, whatever that was, calc. So let's just round it off to $7.76. So if you had 805 pips, in 9 hours, you would have earned $6,246.80. This is incredible. And even if you only had the $7 and whatever cents it was, so 77 cents and 6 cents, 0.77 times 805, 619 bucks. This is not pocket change. I have heard over the last 10 years, and this really just hasn't changed, is that the average person can avoid bankruptcy with $300 to $500 a month extra in the bank, right, that they have as disposable income. You don't have to sell. You don't have to, call all your friends and family and get them to see this thing and blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do any of that. If you are like me, where you want to be a little bit introverted and do this stuff and, do whatever you need to in order to create the dream lifestyle that you're looking for, this is for you. There's mentorship, there is professional trading education by people who have been doing this for a lot longer than I have. There's people who are building the business if you are someone looking to create residual income. But bottom line is that of all the companies out there that are trying to help you create your dream life, how many of them can you actually say, I don't have to sell anything to make money? This is the only one that I've seen where, unless you are an actual entrepreneur and you're just doing Facebook ads and you don't have to try and sell somebody, they sell itself, right? There is nothing I have seen on the market. And if you want to show me something, hey, feel free. But I've never seen anything that you don't have to sell anybody anything to make money. Even if you have a job, you still have to sell yourself. You got to sell yourself that you know what you're doing, that you're going to be working with the right team. You've got to sell you when whether you're in business, whether it's a job, whether it's trying to get your kids to go to bed, whatever the case may be. But with trading, you just have to learn one skill set, and you can learn how to make all the stuff that I just showed you. Now, obviously, results aren't typical. Past results not guarantee nor dictate your future success. I'm simply showing you something that could change your life. So if you want more information on this, if you'd like to learn learn about my free 5-day trading boot camp, please leave a message down below. Would love to connect, share with you how I'm getting this information, and just spread the love, man, because it is ridiculous that more people don't know about this. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I always forget to see if there's any questions. Hey, Chris. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Ann. Nico. Hey, Aunt Sheila. Hi, Muhammad. Hey, Liz. Hey, Lisa. Thanks so much for joining. And let me know in the polls. Oh, I guess maybe I can I, do I have to? Oh, hey. So I don't know if you noticed, but apparently now you can add some polls. So I would love to know, for those that are still on, if you are currently trading. And if you're not, let me know why. Does it seem like it's too technical? Does it seem like it's too far-fetched, too woo-woo? Because my friend and mentor Steve, he talks a lot about the woo, and the woo-woo is very clear on the charts. So for some people who think it's woo-woo, it's pretty clear, and you can actually learn how to tap into that, right? So again, thanks much for watching. Be sure to let me know down below if you want that, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.